Hi guys, here we've got a Brother 1034D Overlocker which I've been having a look at online. I've made the seller an offer for 40 quid and is accepted. If you have a look here, just some of the images that what they've shown with the manual. Seller states that the feed alignment is not working, so that's what I'm gonna have to have a look at. Like I said, I've made an offer and they've accepted, just gotta wait for it to arrive. And here's, you can see the items arrived in its original box but not the original packaging. So I'll just remove the item here, and first thing I'm going to do is check the power cord, make sure there's no damage or cut to the cable, which I have done. Here's the unit here, and first and foremost I've noticed a problem, which looks like there's a problem with the upper looper, not the feeder as they suggested. And the upper looper just seems to be out of synchronization. That's the unit there, that's the upper looper mechanism. So what I'm going to do is undo this front cover here. It's just a one bolt or screw, and then the cover just removes eventually. A little bit fiddly. And let me just give you a little close up here of the problem. Get closer still. This is the upper looper mechanism here, and it's loose. There's two Allen key bolts here and here, which are supposed to be tight and hold it against the shaft, but they're loose. So at some stage something must have gone wrong and the machine has been knocked out of synchronization, as the arm is loose. So what I'm going to do is try and tighten it up with Allen key 3mm. There's the Allen key there. So I'm just going to tighten up the two nuts on the shaft. You can see me just doing it here, and give it a try. And as you can see now, it's moving in sequence with everything else. So that's the problem fixed. That's the upper looper mechanism. Just tighten the screw there, two screws there, and it seems to be working fine now. So what I'm going to do is dismantle the unit further. I'm going to get these covers off lively. And just there's the cover removed. And if I just zoom in a little bit here, show you. There's a buildup of dust and cuttings, material dust and cuttings inside here, all of the inside. So this machine's had good use when it was working. I am going to have to clean all this out. As you can see there's just bits of material dust everywhere. And it's in the front there as well. So just going to get me Henry Hoover and vac as much of it up as I can. Using this vacuum up there. And this side section seems to hold a lot. So I'll just vac that up also. And I'll use this little brush just to get the parts, just to loosen up the parts that I can't get with the nozzle of the Hoover. So I'll just pop this little hose pipe in here, just so I can get into these little nooks and crannies. You know I'm gonna undo the bottom panel. So there's just 6 bolts under here for the bottom cover, or 6 screws, whichever. So I'll just remove the bottom cover and the front panel. And I've got the unit on its back. So this is the bottom of the machine, what you're looking at here, the black parts. where a lot of the dust is settled. So once again, I'm just going to vac the underside inside of the unit so we can get to that buildup of dust. And while I've got the machine up, I'm just going to do a bit of maintenance underneath here. And then what I'm going to do is I'll just cut this bit of tissue out. I'm just going to leave this in the bottom of the machine to catch any excess oil. Like so. And then I'm just going to put the bottom cover back on. And then just put the screws back in, along with the front cover. Now, to show inside here, I'm just going to do a bit of maintenance. Going to oil all of these drives, cams, drive shafts. Just going to give them all a bit of oil. Make sure they're running nice. And these shafts here also, just a bit of machine oil. As you can see here. And then once I've got it all oiled up, there's quite a few drive shafts and what's not to be oiled, bearings. Okay, so you just see me just oiling it and letting it run so the oil circulates while I'm lubricating it. And you can see the front section, just lubricated that, just letting the oil circulate around that also. Put a little tissue at the bottom to catch all the oil. And I'll give the unit a good clean. You can see here, got all the dust out. And you can see it's nice and clean inside here. And nice and clean inside this section also. So I'm just going to lively reassemble the unit. Put all the panels back on. And then I'll fully test it when I've got the threads and the needles. And here you can see the items have arrived, the thread and the needles. Just got to load them up. It's a long process, so I've had to fast forward this video of me fitting them. And then I've done a quick test. Seems to be working fine, but I've got to make something, so I'll do a video on that. With that. And here you can see me just doing the final test with a piece of A4 paper. Just going to do a cut and stitch. As it cuts the paper, it stitches the ends nice and neat. And I'll just cut that off and show you. And that's it there. That's the final test. I'll just give you a close-up. As you can see here, no drop stitches, edges nice and neat. I'll just flip it over and show you the other side. Same, nice neat edges, no drop stitches. So with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.